bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ya bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu otu mkpụrụ anya ji isi ụgwọ otu ọnụ na-ekwuchitere mba niile ụkpaka na-agba n'udu mmiri na-agba n'oge nke ya asị m unu binye n'isi ya nye ogologo ndụ na-arụ isi ike napụta ya na eke napụta ya n'orie napụta ya n'afọ napụta ya na nkwọ asị m na ahịa kara aka anaghị eri nwa ngwụrọ na ahịa kara aka agaghị eri Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asị m unu ga-anapụta Nnamdi Kanu na eke napụta ya n'orie napụta ya n'afọ napụta ya na nkwọ asị m mee ka ọnụ niile kwụrụ njọ n'isi ya tụgharịa kwụ mma ka ọnụ kọrọ ogiri ọnụ kọrọ ogiri lacha Chukwu okike abịa ma onye jiri mmiri siri ike kpọọ aja were aja siri ike kpọọ mmadụ asị m na taata bụ ụbọchị eke n'ala Igbo asị m na eke ga-eketara Nnamdi Kanu ndụ eke ga-eketara ya nwere onwe oke ga-eketara ya ndụ oke ga-eketara ya Biafra oke ga-eketara ya nwere onwe oke ga-ekegburu ya ndị iro kegburu ya ajọ mmadụ na ajọ mmụọ asị m na mbọsọ ga-apụta ekwensu ga-anọ n'ụra ndị ilo ya ga-anọ n'ụra ọkwa na ekwe osu asị m gịnị bụ ekwe osu asị m na mbọsọ ọ ga-apụta ya bụ ndị ilo ga-anọ n'ụra ọha bụ ndị ọha nwa bụ ekwe osu asị m na ha ncha ga-anọ n'ụra na Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta n'ike na ebube Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta n'ike na ebube asị m na ọnụ kwụrụ njọ n'isi ya ga-atụgharịkwọ mma asị m ọbịa igbu Nnamdi Kanu bụ onwe ya onye si na Nnamdi Kanu agaghị adị ndụ onye a ga-eji anazere mmiri onye si na Nnamdi Kanu agaghị apụta onye a ga-eji anazere mmiri ọnụ niile kwọrọ ogiri ọnụ ga-akọrọ ogiri lacha osisi abụla oturu ga-emeche wee kwele onye asị na Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta asị m na ọnụ ahụ iji wee kwuo ya na ike ejikwa ya wee kwugharịa mma n'isi ya asị m na ebe onye ahụ na-atụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu aka asị m aka gị ga-akpọnwụ osisi ahụ fụrụ Nnamdi Kanu wee tọọ nkwe asị m ikuku futuo gị anya ọbụla fụrụ Nnamdi Kanu kwawa akwa alịla asị m alịla akọrọ ya n'anya onye fụrụ Nnamdi Kanu cheta ihe gburu nwa ya ihe gburu nwa ya gbuo ya maka na ọ bụrụ ya gburu nwa gị Chukwu okike abịa ma asị m na mberede nyiri dike mberede ka o ji amawa dike asị m na okirikiri ka a na-agba ukwu ose ọ dịarị ukwu ose elu na okirikiri ka ndị iro ga-agba Nnamdi Kanu mana ha ama mkpata ya aka ọ sị na nkirikiri ka ọ na-ekiri odido jiri odido enyi ozu na ọkwado nkirikiri ka ndị iro ga na-ekiri ya mana ha ama afụ ya anya asị m na eje anaba isi ije asị na Nnamdi Kanu ga-eje na ọ ga-ana asị m na inye anaghị eri ọba maka na inye na ọba bụ nwanne inye agaghị eri Nnamdi Kanu maka na ọ bụ nwa iyi asị na Nnamdi Kanu ga-adị ka echi na echi anaghị agwụ agwụ maka na ije ejere bụ ije mmiri ọ bụrụ ije nkụ asị na ya bụ ije ka bụ ije mmiri asị m na ọ ga-anata n'udo asị m na ọ ga-abata sirili welele asị m na unu ga-aga kpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu asị m unu ga-akpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu ga-akpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu ga tụnye ugo ga nye ya mmeri ga nye ya mmeri ga nye ya mmeri tụnye ugo n'elu ugo nye ike n'elu ike nye ya ndụ n'elu ndụ ọkwa na ndụ ka o ji efu na-efufe unu nye Nnamdi Kanu ndụ onwe ike wee kwụrụ jinjin onwe ike wee kwụrụ wee fuo n'ofufe a sị na ya kara ka anaghị eri nwa mkpụrụ ihe mere ha ji jide Nnamdi Kanu bụ ka nwee ike wee megide ndị Igbo ka nwee ike megide ụmụ Biafra ka nwee ike wee kwuchi anyị ọnụ ka ha nwee ike wee kachi anyị ọnụ ka anyị ghara ikwu okwu ọzọ mana ama m na dododo Chukwu okike abịa ma ndị nwa na ndị nwe mmiri ndị nwe ikuku ndị nwe anyanwụ mmụọ nna nna anyị ochie mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka anyị dị ndụ mmụọ niile ọ kwafụrụ ọbara ha n'ike maka ihi Biafra asị m unu binyenu asị m unu dododo na ọkwa na unu bụ ihe nwe ike a ọkwa na unu ga-eji ọgụ mmụọ ọkwa na unu ga-aga bụori ya ọkwa na unu ga-aga napụta ya maka na ihe ọ tinyere unu n'aka anaghị ele ule asị m dododo igiriga ọgụ mmụọ eze nwaanyị niile nọ n'ala Igbo mmụọ niile nọ n'ala Igbo asị m unu binye maka na onwe onye nọ n'ụwa na-anaghị aṅụ mmiri onwe onye nọ n'ụwa na-anaghị eri nnu nnu bụ ihe ụtọ si na mmiri wee pụta onye ọbụla na-eri ihe na-eri ihe dị na mmiri onye na-asa arụ ji mmiri asa arụ onye ọbụla na-eme ihe ọbụla ọ na-eme ji mmiri eme ya asị m ihe ọbụla mmadụ na-eme n'ụwa mmiri ọ na-ebubu ụzọ asị m onye ọbụla kpọrọ mmiri asị na mmiri a ga-agbagbu ya asị m onye ọbụla fụrụ mmiri n'anya ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya onye ọbụla fụrụ mmiri n'anya ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya onye ọbụla mmiri na-awụsa n'arụ ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya onye ọbụla mmiri na-emesa n'arụ ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya onye na-aṅụ mmiri na-eri nnu asị m na ọnụ anyị ji wee rie nnu wee ṅụọ mmiri na ị ga-eji akwa okwu ọma n'isi Nnamdi Kanu n'aha Chukwu okike abịa ama
ise Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra Hausa service coming to you via Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi from Biafra land, Olu province. We are here live and direct despite my being late. It is my own making. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to today's edition on Radio Biafra Hausa service. Today is the 20th day of May 2023. I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers, even your enemies, onto this hallowed platform. Saturday. Normally a day dedicated to our religious discussions, but this program will kickstart in earnest after 30th May. After 30th May, we will continue our religious discussions, please, for your information. Therefore, inform your friends and well-wishers, even your enemies. Do not deny them listening to this hallowed platform. This is where we preach the gospel of emancipation, the gospel of freedom. Because information is power. Information is power. It depends on what you do with power. You can handle power and misuse it. You don't do anything with it. That is why you can listen to get information, but you don't know that you are being empowered. It is now up to you in order to use the information. Therefore, do not forget that on the 30th May, we are going to remember our fallen heroes and heroines, Biafrans, right from even the time of colonization. People that fought and resisted Britain, the Kumek warriors, those that resisted foreign religion in our land. These are the people, among others, we are going to remember. That's why I put it in my platform. If you don't recognize our ancestors, don't deceive yourself. That day, anywhere you are, if you are abroad, do not even follow. Don't go and deceive yourself. Because we are going to remember those that fought fearlessly in order to resist colonization, which means colonization and what it comes with, religion. Do you know that? Do you know that we are going to remember them? The Kumeku warriors, those that fought that we may live. Not only the Biafra war, because the Europeans colonized us, both mentally and physically. There were people that resisted. I played an excerpt, just a little paragraph from Things Fall Apart. Do you understand? Just a little paragraph from Things Fall Apart in Chinua Achebe's Things Fall Apart. Let me repeat it again, please. I want to repeat. I put it on my timeline. Jonas Raphael, R-A-F, not R-A-P-H, please. R-A-F-E-A-L, Raphael. That has been my Facebook right from time. I want to just replay it, please. I want to replay it for you to understand. That is why, Things Fell Apart. It has been translated into different languages of the world, just the same way Bible is translated, because it is a masterpiece. Do you understand me? It is a masterpiece from the master. Listen attentively. Listen attentively. Things Fall Apart. These are the people, among the people we are going to remember on 30th May. Our ancestors. Listen to what happened that time. Just listen.
It is already too. Our own men and our sons have joined the ranks of the stranger. They have joined his religion, and they help to uphold his government.
He say our own men has joined the ranks of strangers. That is the white people, the Europeans. And they have joined their religion. Our own people. and their religion in order to uphold their government, which means we had governments in our land before the coming of white men. That is why we were a people. Before Europeans came to Africa, we were a people. As long as there are organization, there is a people together speaking the same language, there is a government. Do you understand that? For some people that think that Europeans brought everything, including education, this and that, this is a foolishness to the highest order. I never see it. I never see this type of foolishness. When you belittle and demonize our own ancestors, our own people, which means you are calling us that we are not existing. Our ancestors were not existing as a people, and if they were not existing, you couldn't have been born. If there were no doctors, there were no healing process, curing process, hospitals in our own way, you couldn't have been born. Otherwise, disease would have killed all of us. Do you understand? So here, according to Chinia Achebe, the people, Okonkwo was lamenting, or the writer lamenting that, look, we see strangers now, that is white people. They are not the main problem. Our main problem is our own people that have joined the white man religion. In order to demonize, they say our own is bad. And that religion is to uphold the white man government. Do you see why Africa is a failure? They came to put a full stop in our own type of government, our own way of life, our own system before the white men come, which could have been bettered, which could have been developed more and more advanced, but they just simply put a stop to it. Do you understand? I want you to continue listening.
If we should try to drive out the white men in Umuofia, we should find it easy. There are only 2 of them. But what of our own people who are following their way and have been given power?
He said, I have read this thing fall apart for myriads of times. I'm telling you. He said, if we can drive these white men in our land, in Umuofia, because there are 2, just few of them. He said that is not the problem. But the main problem, the main wahala is our people that are following them, that have been empowered. These are the people that, if we kill these white men, now these people, they sabotage us, we go to the headquarters and inform strangers and say, look, my brothers have this, my brothers, the Gentiles. They have killed our own white brother, so come and kill them. This is the main problem. Saboteurs. They are more dangerous than even the enemy.
They would go to Umuru and bring the soldiers, and we would be like Abame. He paused for a long time and then said, I told you on my last visit to Mbanta how they hanged Aneto. What happened to that piece of land in dispute? Asked Okonkwo. The white man's court has decided that it should belong to Nama's family.
The white, he asked, what about that land dispute? Okonkwo asked. He said the white man court decided that it belongs to the other person, which is the wrong person. Do you see it? That is the irony of the life we are living. When we say we are living lives of slaves in Africa, in our land, people think that it is understatement. The government they impose on us is not, they just imitation, which always look at what is happening in Nigeria. Just look at it. Every other advanced or highly developing countries, they use their system of government in order to ameliorate it, to advance and better it, to what is obtainable by them. Only in Africa, only in Nigeria, that everything is imposed. Oh, democracy. They see democracy. Oh, yeah, impose democracy. You must have the legislature, the judiciary, and the executive. just by mouth. In the power, it's like that. Don't you see the selection they did? The court, do they respect the court order? Do they know the meaning? Just by mere saying. Do you see? Dubai, United Arab Emirates, it's not a democracy. They use their way of life, their system, and bettered it, and today they are progressing. Do you understand? Even England, the United Kingdom that imposed any so-called democracy, is a monarchy. But they developed that monarchy and advanced it organically. You know, it's a process that suits them. But when it comes to Africa, they impose, hey, you have to do it like this. And we abandoned our way of life, our system, and continue trying to imitate something that we could not. We will never get it. Do you see why Africa is suffering? And the West, they are enjoying it. Do you see it? Do you see it? Now, this man asked, in this story, Okonkwo asked, what about that land case? They say, white man court decided and give to the wrong person. He said, but do they understand our culture at all? They say, how can they understand our culture when they don't even speak our language? The only thing that matters is, as long as what DC is there speaking sopre, and the court clerk is translating. Any person that has money, he will go and bribe the court clerk, and the court clerk will translate rubbish and give to what they see, and everything is done. It will be to your favor. Do you see that the Europeans brought bribery, corruption in Africa? Do you see that? Right from colonial days. Because they erased our way of life. The way we understand things, which should be bettered, which should be advanced as time goes on, little by little, as other places in the world are doing. But they flatly erased it, calling it evil. That all we are doing is evil. Now they insert something that is strange to us, strange, very strange, and we have been battling with it till today. Do you see? Are you listening? That the Europeans brought corruption to Africa. Before in Africa, there was nothing like bribery. There was nothing like corruption. Do you understand? Because if you do it, the village, the community will challenge everybody, challenge you to come and swear in the shrine. No longer our court is our shrine. The shrine is our court to decide. And everybody was straightforward. This and also they were people that speak the truth. Any day they lie, that person will die. But the Europeans came and corrupted everything, brought corruption in our land. And today we are battling with the effect. Do you see? Somebody when we take an oath to defend the interests of the Igbos, social, culturally, and otherwise, with the Bible. What does he know? What does he know about the Bible? And he's selling everybody, and nothing will happen to him. Tell him to swear Amadioha. And swear. He will not do it. He will run away from that position. He said, instead of me swearing, I resign. That is our way of life. We are talking. To use our own thing in order to better our lives. But Europeans brought corruption to us. And today we are seeing the effects. Things fell apart. Go to my timeline, Jonas Raphael, on Facebook. I posted this.
Who had given much money to the white man's messengers and interpreter. Does the white man understand our custom about land? How can he, when he does not even speak our tongue? But he says that our customs are bad, and our own brothers who have taken up his religion also say that our customs are bad. How do you think we can fight when our own brothers have turned against us? The white man is very clever.
Do you see it? The white man is very clever. Because the people that can turn you against your own self, they are clever. That is why I always admire the Fulani. I'm telling you. We should learn. We should learn. Not continue being primitive Neanderthals in Equatorial forest. We should be learning. The Fulanis, they became, political juggernauts today because they have been meeting with people, learning from their mistakes, because they are rigmaroling in the deserts. In the desert, you see different types of people: the good, the bad, the ugly. People that kill them, people that they will stand and fight. Sometimes they become defeated, sometimes they overcome, sometimes they play diplomacy, sometimes they play different types of things. That is what puts them to where they are today. And you see the little 1.5%, below 2% of people of one ethnicity, the Fulani in Nigeria, controlling 98.5% of the population. And after, because of emotion, you say, no, don't say that, Mazi, Chinedu, don't say, please, don't talk, it's lie. But they are controlling you, aren't they? They are controlling all of us. That is why we have run away everywhere, to everybody to your own tent, to your tent. Everybody. Go and survive. Just go and hustle by yourself. They divided us into piecemeal by piecemeal, pieces, so that you continue hustling as an individual. I used to say this. There is nothing like you, me, until we have us. That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started by doing. By making sure to put in place us, we, a people. Because only you are nothing. You are nothing. That is what I used to have problem with these religious people. When I talk about religion, foreign religion, when you meet them, I can ask my personal experience. Oh, my personal experience with Jesus. That is the most horrible, ignorance I've ever seen. Your personal experience is nothing compared with the globality of issues. How the religion is affecting us is what matters. Because when you talk about these people, that's why I say, when you talk about your personal experience, okay, which means, why are you fighting for Biafra? Why are you fighting for Biafra? Maybe you are living good, you are living well, you are not hungry. Many of us are not hungry. You are living good. So according to your personal experience, you're okay. Now, why are you now fighting for our collectivity? That is what we are doing. That is where I want the people to understand. Your personal experience with your so-called God or Jesus, it doesn't matter nothing. It doesn't matter. That is personal. That is ego, is selfishness. What we look and compare is the globality of how our people, of how our country, of how our land is. Not you. After all, you can, in a village, you are the only person that built a 5-story building in your community, and you have electricity. But you can afford the 247 diesel engine, the electricity. I mean, the diesel powered electricity, or electrolyte, or sun powered. But everywhere is black, dark. Does that make any difference? No, it doesn't make any difference. What we are fighting for is our collectivity. That is the. I used to. I don't know. They'll tell you their personal encounter with God. That is nonsense. If you are giving this as a testimony, you better not fight for Biafra, because you are living good. You understand? So what we are fighting, because collectively we are a failure. Individually, you might have you are a millionaire, a billionaire. Does it make you feel good? When you go, you see millions of our people suffering. No electricity in our land. It is the collectivity that matters. It eclipses your individual selfishness. That is one thing you should understand. You understand? That is one thing you should understand. Your individualism is rubbish. It doesn't matter. After all, Dangote is the richest man in Africa. Does it make Nigeria, all rich or all average? Nigeria is still the poverty capital of the whole world. But you have few billionaires, world-class billionaires there. It's their personal experience. They will tell you that no, it doesn't matter. Nigeria is sweet now. I have personal encounter with Nigeria. Everything is okay. This hypocrisy should stop. I'm telling you, in this struggle, this hypocrisy should stop. We are going to remember on the 30th of May our fallen heroes, those that died standing, those that died that we might live, including our ancestors, the Kumekus, those that faced the British, fighting against their foreign ideology, foreign religion, fighting against it, those that fought and were killed for their fight in order to defend our roots, in order to defend our culture. That is, we are going to remember them. Therefore, do not continue being a hypocrite by thinking that you can have your cake and have it. When it comes to religion, say, no, my personal experience and Amen alike, which is being caused by these religions, you don't care because you have personal encounter with God or Jesus. That is hypocrisy to the highest level. That is what they used to do. Christianity divided us into one. Oh, I have gotten my miracle. So others, thank God, there is accident. Out of the whole 10 people inside the bus, it's only me that was safe. Oh, you go and give testimony. Others died. God hate others and love only you. That is what religion has done to us, to our people. Selfishness. It encourages selfishness. Do you understand me? Whereas we should be a collective bunch. A collective bunch. When you don't have, even if you are alive, you don't rejoice. What of others that have died? You have to find out why. What is the cause of this accident? Is it the fault from the car? Is it the driver? We make sure to fight so that other people don't die. Why should I even live? That is the talk of a civilized person. But in our own case, the religion has made us to, we laugh at the misery of others. Oh, because they don't have faith. That is why they are suffering. That is why they die. Only me live. That is why they're sick and I'm okay. That is, only you, and you. Without us, there will be nothing like you. Are you hearing me? Our religious discussion is going to kick off after the 30th May with earnest. You understand? We have been working on the ground about it. It will kick off after 30th May. So that we will never, the radio Biafra, Mazi, Nnamdi, Kanu, many people try to stifle him. Don't go there, don't talk that side, he will bring confusion in. It's better we have that confusion and solve it now than going with stupidity in Biafra land, restoring a country of stupid, foolish, gullible set of people. We are that time you will regret of even restoring Biafra, because that time war, blood. Because you go, in a country of Neanderthals. Look at the characters of our people. Egoism. This egoism is what we are trying to remove with enlightenment. Selfishness. So that when you see your brother hungry, you feel it. You feel that, you put yourself in, you say, okay, had it been that at least there is a policy, good government, at least he wouldn't have been hungry. And although I'm eating very well, but what about others? That is what we want you to be talking about, thinking about. Even in the Bible, let me tell you, God trained the Israelites to be in a bunch. Not what they brought in the New Testament. That is just for colonization. The book of Galatians say, the book of this say, he trained the Israelites in order to be in a bunch. That is why when somebody, one individual among them will sin secretly, he will deliver them to the hands of their enemies. Other people will die for sin of one person. Maybe that person will not even be killed. Why? He wants them to always be a people. Remain a people. Now, here, before we go to war, let us confess our sins. Let us take oath in our shrine. That is the only thing. So that because your sin can cause problem to all of us. But Christianity has reduced us into individualism. Now go and pray for your miracle. Just so you see. Now are you jealousing me because of my progress? Now Jesus, so now Jesus, so I sow my seed, do everything, have my faith. If you want to progress, I'll take you to my pastor who will take everything is one single. How long? How can you make a country advance with one, each person being alone without caring for another person? That brings dog eats dog. Oh, you survive, you eat your fellow in order to survive. Oh, this is what we are preaching against here. Because our roots, our culture is that is it. We should be in a bunch, whatever we are doing. So that is what we are doing. Therefore, do not forget it. 30th May, in the whole of Biafra land, there will be total lockdown. As Mazi and Woru said, total lockdown. No excuse. Total, complete lockdown in our land. Do you understand me? To respect those that are on the other side. Those that have gone. Those that fought that we might live. Do you understand what it means, the Kumekus? Go and Google, read about the Kumekus. Google, is written mostly by the British. You know what they will tell you? They will tell you that, the Kumekus, these are people that they have secret society. Do you know why they call it secret society? Our custom, our culture is what they call secret. Because they don't understand it. Do you understand me? That is why they were waxing strong. They waxed strong. And you both try to destroy that secret society. What they call secret society. It's our culture. Because they didn't understand it. Our people we meet. Ekumeku warriors we meet. Ghana, no, our shrine, our temple. Where Jenny Hog. Inside the bushes, you see them. You will be seeing them as trees. You will not see them. They will be standing like trees. You will see them as trees. As ordinary animals, as leopards. They will not know that they are human beings. That is it not powerful? That is why we are terrified of our system, our culture, our spirituality. And they tried everything in order to thwart it. Do you understand me? They tried everything in order to destroy it, so that we succumb to them. So that they got no President Maria now now your chaplet. And your boy will be telling you, come on, pray. He's good. He's your God. Look at your God. Oh, yeah, pray. In a chaplet. Nothing. No power. Whereas with our own system, we can do wonders. Japanese, they have been thriving in their own culture, tradition and culture. The only thing is that no culture or tradition is perfect. None. As time goes on, evolution of human being, it becomes developed. You learn from others and you develop more your own. You advance it. That is how Dubai become Dubai today. Dubai, remember, is not a country. is part of United Arab Emirates. These are Arabs, Muslim countries. They founded the country. It's an emirate. Do you hear me? The emirate being abused by the Fulani today. You understand? They call emirate emirs in the north. The Fulani, they impose the Fulani emirs on others. Do you know emirs? They control emirates. But in Dubai, do you know that is United Arab Emirates? You know, you don't see it as absurd because it is the culture, the way of life of the Arabs. They ameliorated it and it started attracting you to go there to buy house in Dubai. But you don't know that you are going into Emirate. Emirate. It sounds sexy in your ear. But come to our land. Go to communities that are being headed by emirs. They are as underdeveloped as anything. Because it is not their natural system, for your information. Now they abuse it. They give them the wrong, they continue abusing it. But the same emirate, you go holiday in UAE, Abu Dhabi, or Sharjah, or Dubai, and everything looks nice, but it's an emirate. You never think about it. Say, why is their own emirate different from emirate in the northern Nigeria? In the own northern Nigeria, they will once they killed Deborah because they say it's blasphemy. In an emirate, Islamic emirate in Nigeria, they stone somebody to death. Something that can in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi, anything like that, police will come. They will hand over to police. It will go pass through the rule of law. But it's an emirate. Don't you think? Don't you, have a retrospect? Why is okay? Dubai looks sexy. Our people are going there. You want to be there. Oh, you want to go holiday, do your birthday party in Dubai. But it's an emirate. And you are not afraid. But you don't want to go to the Nigerian Emirates. Otherwise, they will stone you to death. Why are the two emirates different? Because one is original, the other one is fake. It's not their natural system. Do you understand? That is the reason why the so-called democracy they impose in Nigeria is different. It's fake. It's fake. Do you understand me? We need to develop in our natural system. Now we continue shedding things that are bad and imbibing things that are good. United Kingdom today is a monarch. It is being governed by a king. Prime Minister is answerable to the king. Do you understand? But they modernize it in their own way. They fashioned it naturally in their own way. Today, the British people are raising their voices against in order to abolish King Charles, from King Charles, to abolish it. It has become a discourse. Will King Charles be the last king of England? It is from the people. It goes naturally. It continues advancing. People continues ameliorating. They watch other countries and see which one is the best, whether we are getting it right. The other time, during the coronation of King Charles, many thousands of, if not hundreds of, or millions of protesters, which are protesting against monarchy, they were there. But the media, international media, they didn't show you. But they are there. You saw it on social media. So this thing now will start tinkling in the ears of the policymakers in England. And they will start thinking, okay, does it mean that people don't want monarch again? Let us see how we can do it. It's a process. Do you know that France was a monarchy before? But in their own, they are the first European country to abolish a king. They slaughtered their monarchs. Until today, they never have monarch. Do you understand me? So, but we that are being shown, they are showing us, imposing on us everything, including religion. Everything, our system. They say our system is bad. But their own, now papa no our own. Now papa no our own. Do you understand? Now, after Or what is going on? What is going on? The system continues to be rotten. Please, I want to regulate just one thing. I want to regulate. I will come back just in a jiffy. Please, I will be right back in a jiffy. Do not go away.
The soul is sacred for people. The body is filthy. How is it possible? Yes? That's what we've been doing, isn't it so? Saying God is sacred, creation is filthy. How is it possible? The very thought of God occurred to you only because you saw creation, isn't it? When you were born and you opened your eyes, you looked around, so much creation. Before you came here, so much has happened. Obviously, you did not create it. So you thought, there must be a creator. This is how you come to the creator, isn't it? The moment you thought there must be a creator, because you're in a human form, you thought it must be a big man. A small man like me cannot do all this. It must be a big man. Just 2 hands, how can it do so much creation? Must be 8 hands. Isn't it? Isn't it so? If you were a buffalo, you would be really thinking, God is a huge buffalo. Isn't it so? Yes or no? You go and ask a buffalo and see. A buffalo will insist, God is a huge buffalo. Maybe 4 horns. You know Idi Amin? You heard of Idi Amin? The Uganda man? Idi Amin declared, God is black. I agree with him. If a white man can have a white God, why can't a black man have a black God? But both those people are confused. We know God is brown. Because he visited us, you know. Some time ago, I was talking to a group of people in Nashville in Tennessee, and I was telling them a joke. In the joke, I just referred to God as Him. Immediately a few ladies stood up. Do you believe God is a man? I knew where it's going. I said, see, I'm only telling you a joke. It doesn't matter. You said Him. Do you believe God is a man? They take the jokes very seriously.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra Hausa service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. I regulated something at the background. Therefore, without taking much time, because I will not take much time today, or as it is, I will just dive into some news headlines. But before I go there, let me say this. You know, we all know what the Nigerian government has done and what they are doing. They can go at any length in order to blackmail IPOB. They set up some people, embassy workers, consulate personnel that are not American citizens, that are Nigerians also. They set them up in Anambra, in Obaru, in order to blackmail IPOB, that is IPOB. They set them up, they slaughter them. It's an old game. Remember Gulag, Ahmed Gulag? When they killed him, they assassinated him. Who posed him? His political enemies. They set him up in Imo State and they killed him. Immediately they come out. It's IPOB. It's IPOB. What Nigerian government is doing is trying to set IPOB up with America. So that, by now there is, do you see, is IPOB, we can see them, you see? That's why we have been telling you, these are terrorists, terrorists. Look at how they kill your people. You are workers, not even American embassy. American citizens. Just look at, proscribe them in America and finish. Nigeria government will go at any length to sacrifice. What is life? They don't value life. They brought these people in order to, they gave them oil, crude oil, Baru, crude oil line. They put the pipe, they let the pipe. Now, I want you to, if you are hearing my voice, from our mama, from Uguta, from Anambra Baru, and other places in Biafra hinterland, in many Igbo hinterland, they call it. All those places, they are drilling oil. Do you see tankers that are going and coming to carry oil, or train rail tankers that carry oil every day, but they are drilling oil? The only tankers you see are bunkerers. You understand? People that take maybe a few thousands of liters of oil, as a Hope Uzodinma is given to Asari Dokubo, in order to be supplying gunmen as a bubago to be used in slaughtering people in Imo State. He's paying him with oil and allowing him to be bunkering. These are the only things. The mainstream oil is passing underground. They lay pipe. Just like Mazi Samoru said, our land is like a big carcass. How can I describe it? If a quail, quail is the biggest mammal, sea mammal, if not all mammals. Quail. Imagine that a quail that is up to one lorry, or more than a lorry, that die, become a carcass. You see different types of animals coming to feed. They have no person, because the thing is for everybody. Obasanjo said there is too much cake in national cake in Nigeria. No, he will reach everybody. He's not talking about Nigerians. He's talking about the foreigners that are scavenging everybody, coming like vultures. This one, Nigeria is like a carcass. Everybody come from east, west, north, south of the world to come and rape, because it's a no man's land. The people there in charge, they steal their own, they take their crumbs only for them to be in power. All they do is to control the population. That is the only thing. That is why you see, sometimes I look at when you watch the Nigerian police, no other place in the world you see police, they are going to arrest an old woman of 1900 years. They carry gun. They cannot small gun, a big gun, AK-47 that they cannot manufacture. All to show you, in order to intimidate you. This is the work of all these people you call politicians in our land. They are simply foreign agents. I am telling you, in order to continue maintaining the carcass, the very big mighty carcass, where everybody, the West, the Europeans, America, they come to fetch and take, no problem. That is why Anthony Blinken called that drug dealer that they say is a president, a presidential elect. They called him that he worked with him, also congratulating him, because they have discussed, are you going to continue maintaining our carcass? They say no problem, as long as, okay. Why? Ask yourself, why did the America consulates or consular service come to Waro? Why? Where there is oil bunkering. Nigeria lured them in order, use them, set them up in order to get something, to blackmail IPOB, so that the America now will be talking, it's IPOB that, okay, from today you killed our embassy workers, we are going to proscribe you. That is arrant nonsense. Arrant nonsense. You ask America, what are they sending their consulate to do in Obaru? That is a very big question. Where there is oil bunkering, they gave them the oil. They set all, they are doing, our leader have been saying this. Many of all these points in the ocean, in our coastal region, you're saying that it's Niger Delta. Now lie. Many come from Anambra, crude oil from Anambra, from Imo, from different parts of Biafra land, hinterland, Igbo hinterland. But they do later, they send it to the ocean, through the land. They lay pipe inside, lateral drilling. Now you'll be saying, oh, it's our oil here. Let me tell you, if Biafra comes, there are things that will be revealed. Even some people will try to commit suicide and say, so we have been raped like this by this international community. We have been raped to this extent. They come, they take everything, they impose their one of our brothers say prison warders, and it's true. I think Scavenger. He said the politicians in our land, they are prison warders. In order to continue maintaining discipline in that place, controlling people, prisoners, we are the population. Whereas they are raping. They are raping. What concerns the American government to Obaru? What they bringing them? Where there is a bunkering. Nigeria government is they told them, give them, our leader have said it. Every every country's embassy, international embassy in Nigeria, they all have oil wells, direct and indirect. All they bribe them. Why? Because Nigeria is a carcass, simple carcass, that free for all. Come and take crude oil, as long as to maintain the unity of Nigeria is non-negotiable. That is only the mantra of British embassy. Oh, no, we maintain the Nigerian. If Nigeria now unfold, if Nigeria separate, Africa cannot contain Nigeria. All these fears, they continue using it to hold prisoners, we prisoners in place, for them to continue raping the land, raping everybody. That is what is going on. Do you understand? Nigerian government set up the America consulate workers. And they know Americans, they are very wise. They never sent any of their citizens. They don't trust Nigeria. Do you understand? They don't trust the Nigerian government. So they they forward Mugus. He's working at the American embassy. Okay. You people should go on a mission in Obaru. They'll be briefed, only high ranking of them will be given there is something you have to go there to check. No American citizen was among, because they don't trust Nigeria. They believe that anything can happen. So at least even if it happens, none of their citizens will be killed. And that is why White House said none of American citizens was killed in Anambra. So that is one thing, is a plus. America value because of one American citizen, they can go to war. So they sent they call them the expendables. Go. We provide the normal necessary equipments and security. You go, there is something you are going to check there. That pipe they are laying, go and check it. They think we don't know. Go and check it. And they went to Nigeria. Nigeria informed. They ambushed them. Nigeria government ambushed the same people. They want to use one stone to kill two birds. To pretend to American government, we are good people, we are good, we are giving you all crude oil for free. Come and check it. Now they want to use it also they want to use the same situation in order to push America, blackmail IPOB, push America into falling into their trap of blackmailing IPOB. Oh, it's IPOB. Hey, it's ESN, you see? We have been telling, how many years now we have been telling you proscribe IPOB? It's IPOB. America become conservative. They say, wait now. This one, you come talk now. Immediately. Wait now, we go see. Nigeria, the Fulani Caliphate, they are not patient. no matter what, they will behave that who they are. They don't even, if these are people that are even mature, they will not even call any name. They will do as if for many days they would behave as if they are doing investigation. No, we don't know. We don't call anybody yet. Let us do investigation and see. Maybe after 1 week, they'll say we have done they will do their abracadabra and still bring out some prisoners and confess, say we have caught them. They are ESN. But immediately the thing happen is the way it's in them, in their hearts. Because that is pre-planned. It was pre-planned. So immediately happen, it's IPOB, it's ESN. America, do you see it? It's ESN now. I pronounce it now. We never tell on people before. But America started watching them. So, oh boy. May I not forget that we are talking to your senior. May I not forget. May I not forget. May I cool down first. We know waiting on a one do blackmail. On a one blackmail. It's inside the American heart. They know. They know. And they will find out. America will find out. Trust them. They will find out. It doesn't matter what they cover. It doesn't matter what they play. The pranks they play. Abracadabra they play. The America will just watch them. Say, oh boy. This collaboration with Nigeria, you see. They will now be cautious in dealing with Nigeria. Oh, come and collect oil. Come. They will know how to do it. Do you understand me? Now there is this news headline. It says, Appeal Court reserves judgment in suit seeking to stop Tinubu's May 29 inauguration as Nigeria president. You know why I read this headline? Appeal Court reserves judgment in suit. So they are now seeking judgment from Appeal Court. The same Appeal Court that freed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and Nigerian government is they don't accept. The executive, they don't accept. They never accepted the Appeal Court. Now they are still going to the Appeal Court. Do you see Abdurrahman say Nigeria Jaga Jaga? This musician, Abdul Karim, Nigeria Jaga Jaga. Do you see it? They want Appeal Court to pronounce, but they can. The Nigerian government don't obey the Appeal Court judgment, but they are going to the Appeal Court in other judgment. Do you see it? These are, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when we call Nigeria a zoo, it's an understatement. Animals are even annoyed of calling them a zoo because we are just undermining animal kingdom. This is a jungle. Nigeria is more worse than a zoo. I'm telling you. Look at another headline. President-elect Tinubu returns to Nigeria after medical treatment from France or from Europe. A country, giant of Africa, they are not ashamed. They go to put finishing touches to that thing again. A country that cannot at least build, okay, let them build a presidential, let me call it presidential hospital in Nigeria, in order to dissuade them not to be going abroad. No, they cannot do it. You know what they are going abroad to do? Is there they meet with their handlers. Is in France, in England, in any part of the world. Once they travel outside, they have handlers. CIA handlers, Mossad handlers. Is there they meet face to face with them. Now they give them the program what to do. If you understand, face to face. But the Nigerian media will come and tell you, oh, they went to a treatment in abroad. No, it's more than treatment. Treatment. They are discussing how to treat the monkeys and baboons in Nigeria. That is why they arm every policeman. Police that should be going without gun arms. But Nigerian police, no. Nigerian police are not trained to run, to pursue a petty thief. No. They use gun. If you run, I shoot you, and they will shoot you. Because somebody stole a banana. They will kill him. And before you know, they will set him up as usual. Carry out another thing and say, oh, he's an armed robber. Don't you think that America know? That's why the America they are conservative in what happened in Obaro. They know, because that is the average action of the Nigerian government and their agencies, police. They will kill you and they will tell you direct, I will kill you and nothing will happen. I will write that you are an armed robber. In order to obtain money from you, they will tell you, ho ha. If you don't give me, if they see, for example, money in your account, in your phone, they will tell you, give me, transfer the whole money to us. If you are making, if they corner you, they will tell you, here, nobody see. Only us. If you make noise, I will kill you. If you don't give us this money, we shall kill you. And we say that you are an armed robber. Case closed. And the Sahara reporters, we write it that another armed robber have been killed. And that's it. They will put their guns they'll carry one gun, put that you have dead body. And say, it's an armed robber that was caught. And case closed. That is what is happening in that zoo. That hellhole called Nigeria. You understand? So, we must continue. Another news headline. How outgoing Buhari administration awarded last minute 3.7 trillion naira contracts, appointments after general election. Why shouldn't they? Buhari is long dead. Do you understand? So the people, the cabals are using his name to commit crimes. This revelation of this military intelligence, high-ranking military intelligence officer that is always being played in Radio Biafra Cloud. He revealed to you that they were surprised. He was one of the people that imposed Buhari on Nigerians. He convinced the CIA in order to impose Buhari on Nigerians. But when they ask you as an Neanderthal, you say, no, it's my PVC. We voted for Buhari. You don't know that there are hands controlling that we are imposing any president in Nigeria. You don't know that? You think it's your PVC. If this 2023 election didn't teach you ordinary monkey called Nigerian any lesson, you will die an ignoramus. You will learn nothing. This man opened up, he said it. He said he has to convince the CIA. Do you know that statement is anathema in other countries? Do you remember when they were making serious investigations to know during Trump administration whether Trump had any slightest relationship with Russia? Do you remember that? Do you remember that? What of Joe Biden? His son with Ukraine, in Ukraine. They investigated because that is a sovereign country. But in your own, you take it as normal. No, now, we are Nigeria, we are still, So the man explained openly that he is one of the people that convinced the CIA to impose Buhari on Nigerians. But for you as a primitive Neanderthal, you believe that you voted this, your vote that they use. Oh, God Almighty. Sometimes I say, if I have nuclear weapon, I will wipe out Nigeria. I'll make it if I have that power, before God and man is a waste of space. The people there are disgusting. They will hear something that other countries of this world will hear, and if it is another country, this thing will bring a revolution. The people will run outside, go and kill the whole politicians, pursue them. So, you people are the ones imposing presidents. Now, how then are we a sovereign country? Territorial integrity of Nigeria. What is your territorial integrity? Whereby your president is being imposed by the CIA, by the Mossad, by foreigners. And you are not ashamed. When you go outside, you start crying for maltreatment. Oh, you don't give me. You are discriminating against me. Is it because I'm a Nigerian? Yes, because you a Neanderthal. You suppose every Nigerian in Europe and America, you're supposed to be going on your knees everywhere. Why maybe white people are listening to me? See any Nigerian in your country, treat him like a slave because that is what he is. I'm telling you, he's not equal. They impose the presidents on him, but then he come out to say, take your PVC that we are voting in. He's in position. They impose the presidents on him, on everybody. Do you understand? He said that he opened his mouth. Mazi Peters played it. I think was it yesterday? I will be playing it for you to that he he has to even convince the CIA. Do you know what it means? And you see 200 and something million people are sitting quiet. Oh, we are getting our PVC to vote for somebody. You don't know that at the secret, people are imposing the president, who they are agents on you. And you are calling yourself that you are a human being. You call human being with a European, with a white person? No, you are not. You are not. You a low life, half human being you are. And you should be treated. Any Nigerian anywhere in the world should be treated like that. Because they are low, half semi-humans. They are not up to a human being. Otherwise, their rulers will not, their presidents will not be imposed on them by the CIA. It's open. It's not. Had it been, it's hidden more, but it's open, and they cannot do nothing. None of them do, no. Everybody continues as if things are okay, that nothing is happening. Because people want their personal blessing. Oh, run for your person. Well, what are you thinking for? Oh, now you can change something. I beg, go for your personal blessing. No, no. This is what this religion has turned everybody into morons. Moronic chickens. Chickens are there looking for what they eat. I used to give this analogy, and I will not stop it. It's the same with Nigeria. Go to a poultry farm. I have gone to a poultry. I just started watching them. The chickens are busy feeding themselves, having fun privately, selfishly. They didn't know that they are in danger, in grave. They are feeding them for their flesh. That is what is happening in Nigeria. Everybody is moving around in his daily business activities, thinking that he's free. You don't know that the same way chickens think that, oh, they are eating the feed every time, eating and shitting, eating, being happy. Anytime the owner wants to come and take 1, 2, 3, any of them, and go and slaughter, others will behave as if nothing happened, and they continue feeding. That is how Nigerians are. Very low life people. And people, dead bodies, I call them dead bodies, until they become alive. During NSAS protest, they wanted to be alive. But after, they used the same virus, ethnic and religious virus, in order to put them, they knock them, inject them, bam, and they went back to sleep. Oh, it's Igbos that are trying to organize, you people, Yoruba, don't follow Igbo. The virus, they put it. Damn, everybody went back to sleep. Today. Nigeria government, the foreign, the foreign stooges, agents, you call politicians in Nigeria, they are making sure that nobody raises up again. Do you understand me? But IPOB, we are here in order to sensitize, in order to make sure that dead bodies rise again. Because once you are a hardcore Radio Biafra listener, a student of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a hardcore indigenous people of Biafra, family member, a hardcore listener, you will rise from dead. It's a miracle. That is a real miracle. You became aware. You became aware. The awareness becomes in you. You become at alert. You become politically aware. You become an analyst. You become intelligent. That is what we preach here, and that is the most important part of the restoration effort. People don't know. You think that Biafra come today, hey, unsobod everywhere. Oh, let me tell you. With people's mindset, before Biafra will come, when people, at least most of the people, have matured, mentally, mental maturity. That is what is waiting. That is the reason why it took the Jews more than 2,000 years to restore back their country, the Israel of today. It took them more than 2,000 years to restore back because they were not mature. Until what brought maturity is catastrophe. General catastrophe. They have been having catastrophes, but individuals or private sectional catastrophes. It didn't raise them up until general catastrophe. And that one broke the camel's bones. They say no. It rose them, or it woke them up. It forced them into looking for their country. Look at what is happening in Lagos. I saw where they go and shoot our people, Ndibo, in Lagos. I think in Alaba side. Gunmen, I know it's political talks. Tinubu's political talks. Whether they say where they are watching football, I don't know. They go there and slaughter the people. I saw it. Some they blow their heads off from their neck. I saw the very gory sight. And the Mdibo can never organize themselves and say, no, we need to have resistance. No, I got at their meeting. If you talk about it, I said, no, don't bring politics here. This is politics. That is only the very stupid, gullible set of people I've never seen. Before the struggle, I fall to that propaganda that the Igbos are smart. Now we are the smartest people. We are very wise. But now I know that the Igbos are the most gullible set of people in that contraption called Nigeria. I am telling you honestly. People that cannot organize themselves in order to resist, to do something and say amen to it and do it. No way. Very primitive. It's a primitive. I used to mention it. We are very primitive people. Until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came and develop our frontal lobe, and we continue trying to develop people's frontal lobe here on Radio Biafra. When you listen to the gospel here, this is Chineke. Ozioma Chineke kainezi. It's not about all those things. Anagana singing Ozioma on the pulpit. It's not about it. Here, deception, propaganda. Here, I know the bitter gospel. That is what you receive here. Something that will keep you alive, make you aware, politically aware, physically, mentally aware. That is what we preach here. Let me read this other news headline before I open the lines. It said, Nigeria police remove or recover 117 bodies of deaths. Nigeria police recover 117 bodies as death toll hits 120. Is it 100? 125 in plateau violence. These are, I put it on my timeline also. Social media, you can learn from social media. Forget about some other people that are using it to do their normal propaganda, their normal thing. You learn. 125 dead bodies hit in plateau violence. By who? By the Fulani headsmen, Fulani terrorists. I put it on my timeline also. I wrote a just little notes, a little piece. The Fulani jihadism never stopped in Nigeria since 1804 by Ottoman Danfodio. When one person, Ottoman Danfodio, can conquer one person, manipulate the Hausas to conquer themselves, and offer themselves in a platter of gold to him, a plate of silver to him and say, oh, God, carry us as slaves till today. Now the Fulani, he invited his Fulani people from Futajelon and other Medina in Mali and other places. Say, come on, I have this place, they are thorough. Single-handedly, I disorganized their heads with religion and they fought themselves into submission. Come and take the spoil. The Fulani, they came from everywhere, they gathered. Now they felt that, look, every indigenous people in that side, they are useless. That they are manipulable. They are useless. And also Afonja proved to them. When he has problem with his brother, they all at that time. Afonja, because of his ego, his selfishness, he have to go and invite the Fulani. He said, please come and help me conquer and kill my brother. He's a king. I want to be the king. That's it. They hungry me. Make one come help me. The Fulani told them, say, look, we cannot come and help you ordinarily like that. Oh. You know, because you, according to our religion, you are an unbeliever, infidel. Before we come, or if we come there, you people have to at least change and become Muslims. And Afonja say, is it only to change to become Muslim? I need that power. Beg Mona, come. Me and my followers, we change immediately. Come and teach us how to pray. And the Fulanis came. And truly, they changed, they become Muslims, praying with them. They taught them how to pray. From there, the Fulanis helped them kill their brothers and ransack the whole community. Afonja was happy, say, okay, well done. Now, how much? May I take the war booties and go? Now, I'm make me the king. The Fulani, they look at that bagger and say, look, you idiot, you sold your brother. You think that we don't know that you are a useless person. They commanded and they chop off his neck or direct his head. They killed him and took over. That is how a lorry in Kwara State today they impose emir of a lorry. Do you understand? That is it. So they continue. The Fulani, they believe that the indigenous people in Nigeria are the most gullible, the easiest people to conquer. And they are proving it. Look at how they are slaughtering people in Plateau. But one thing I wrote in my time, I used to ask this question. Every indigenous people, every part of Nigeria, the Igbo, the Yoruba, the Tivu, the Kanuri, all are suffering the same thing from the Fulani conquest, Fulani killings and massacre. Now, everybody is shouting, crying, lamenting. Why not join hands together, the indigenous people, in order to resist and pursue this Fulani? No way. Igbo man will dominate. Why will we join IPOB? No. Igbo man, hey, they instead let Fulani take over everything. Do you see the stupidity? Do you see the reason why only a handful of Europeans take over Black Africa? They will come, one European will carry 5,000 Africans, Black Africans, give them gun and say, you use them to go and conquer, take over, fight other Black African countries into submission. Instead of turning to use that gun to kill their commander. No, he's feeding now. He's feeding us, so he's the person paying us. The same thing that is happening in Nigeria today. The policemen, they are being owed. The military, they are being owed salaries. Instead of them to turn their gun against those that are owing them salaries, no, they will go on the street, start molesting miserable people like them on the street. Is it not the same thing? Is it not the same thing, please? Tell me what have changed. Nothing. So, they are killing people in every time. Go on that fought and deliver the Biafra to Nigeria. Do you know that the people that fought, not the Fulani, during the Biafra war, the people that slaughtered Biafrans are the middle belters? Let me tell you. They are the foot soldiers. They and the Yoruba people, we are the foot soldiers. The Fulani, we are not they are not on ground. They don't have this thing to fight Biafra. Never, never, never. They don't have they are just on top commanding, very few of them, like Buhari them. They are not on ground. They use them. As Ahmad Bolle said that they are going to use them as willing tools. They use them. And today they are slaughtering them. Instead of people to gather together, the indigenous population, and say, enough of all this nonsense. Against one set of people, the Fulani, very tiny group. They are using Nigeria state apparatus in order to commit their crimes. But when people gather, I'm telling you, they become powerless. But instead, no, you will see they are killing people in platoon. Military, you will see even military officials that carry gun in platoon. They are from Middle Belt, Plateau, different other indigenous people in the Middle Belt, because there are many of them. Now they will carry guns. Come and help your brothers now. Wait, they are killing. No, they will never get order from above. You see hundreds and thousands of soldiers that have gone. No, they are killing their people. They say no. They are calling them, come and help. But they are Fulani. No, they are waiting for order from above to come to authorize them to go. Fella say zombie no they go unless they tell them go. These are they will kill their brothers, their father, their mother. They are waiting for order to go and defend. This is why the Europeans, white people, they are wise. This is their character. You know what changes the Europeans' character is enlightenment. Let me tell you, we are not born like this, or right from beginning, or created like this, right from. No. It is enlightenment. The same enlightenment gospel you are listening in Radio Biafra is what changed the Europeans. They start behaving the way they are behaving because it has been a long time. So they continue training them. Imagine, I used to hear some people, oh, white people are more better, are good. Yes, it's true. But it's not naturally so. I want people to understand me. They are products of revolutions, enlightenment, awakening. Hundreds of years of, grassroots teaching that dishonesty is not good. That, right from kindergarten, a baby is being taught to be honest. A baby is being taught to be, this thing, loyal to his country, to his nation, to love his nation more than his parents. What do you think? What do you think? If you ever find out that his father wants to cheat his country as a public servant, he himself as a baby of 10 years, he will call the cops, say, no, my father is, because that is what he is being taught, honesty in school. That is what I'm saying. It is not religion that can change people, it is law and awakening. The preaching of law, backed up with law. The educational system is what changes people. Do you know that? So when you see the white people, they are honest. Some of them, they will come, they talk, no matter what, they will become honest. It is the education they received, their father received, they passed down to their father passed down to them. Educational system, they go to school is what they taught them. To be honest, to be straightforward, to talk out. If you are talking to somebody, look at his eyes, be bold in talking. Do not fear, because the law is with you. As long as law is with you, do not fear. That is what they are being taught. That is what changed they changed their character, their nomenclature. It became part of them. But in our own land, in our own selves, black race, we never attain that mental awakening and renaissance. That is what is happening today. We are trying to imbibe, so that when Biafra come now, we start teaching in our curriculum, both kindergarten, both primary, secondary. We'll be teaching honesty. It become a subject. Everybody must, you serve your country, you become very, very passionate for your country. Any person that you see that is trying to sabotage, maybe like there is this, is it iron that was that is being used at the roadside. I could remember. I could remember. I could still remember when that iron was a hot cake. They are still in it on roads, express roads. You know all these irons. They will lose it and sell it to welders. I know. I saw it with my crocodile eyes because there is a welder that is beside our house. He used to, when he come in the night, they will bring it in the night. That time we are small. Say now wow. He said now business. So, but with a mental, with awakening, and with all this being passionate for your country. Everybody, any person you see do that type of thing, you don't need to even, anybody becomes security operative. You report because it's a sabotage, economic sabotage of a country. If you understand, it is not something no church will do for you. No, change your mind now. Oh, these people that are stealing, you hear it in the preaching in the church. It is not good. If you die, you go to hell, because that is the consequence. Religion teacher taught us. Some people say, I beg, make I eat now first. If I die and go to hell, no problem, but make I eat. But if it is a government institution, schools that are teaching this as to children, right from kindergarten, they'll tell you that, look, if you do this thing, once you are being caught, law will come and you will go to jail and you will suffer in jail. It's not after when you die. No. No person is waiting for when you die. As you are alive, you will rotten in jail. Now, that obedient to the law, you will be. If you see any person that is trying to sabotage your government, you take it personal. It's only in Nigeria they say, nah, government something, don't carry it on the head, or carry it at the back, so that if he heavy you throw it. No. Normally, government something should be everybody's property. It's only in Nigeria it is not. Because that is the education people are receiving. Do you understand? They are killing people in Plateau every time. All they do is lamentation. But they fought heavily for the Fulani Caliphate. You know, what is happening? Is despicable. They are taking over the lands of the indigenous people and giving it to the Fulani that are coming. They are not hiding it. They are not hiding it at all. They say Nigeria belongs to them. The same way you applaud when you read the book of Exodus, and God promised the Canaan to the Israelis, a land that is people that are living. He said, go there and slaughter even pregnant women, and you clap for Jesus. That is the same way the Fulani, their God, the Allah told them that your land belongs to them. So that is why they are slaughtering you. Do you see the irony? Do you see it? I will stop here so that I will go into a few minutes break. So that when I come back, I will open the lines and people will start calling. Please do not go away. I will be right back.
I greet everybody, my brothers and sisters.
My name is Nnamdi Collins, aka Nana. So you call me the boy is good. My brothers and sisters, I chose to make this voice note in English language because it's what comprises everybody, or every Nigerians. The information I want to put across is that
I greet everybody, my brothers and sisters.
My name is Nnamdi Collins, aka Nana. So you call me the boy is good. My brothers and sisters, I chose to make this voice note in English language because it's what comprises everybody, or every Nigerians. The information I want to put across is that the discrimination which we have been long suffering, or part of region in our country has been suffering in Nigeria, have extended its ground to India. I don't know about other countries. I'm saying this thing to the hearing of our ASCA executives or whoever that it may concern, because a stitch in time, they say, saves 9. I am a student of Shada University, Greater Noida, if you know it, a master student of political science. My registration number is 2021. My system ID, is 2021 821168. 2021 821168. MSc Masters, Shada University, Greater Noida. I came across something that is quite is completely quite devastated and appalling. I went to International Division to do something, and I decided to discuss things in regards to admissions and others with them, because I'm almost through with my studies and planning to go back to Nigeria. To my greatest surprise, I was opportune to meet direct with the head of International Divisions. And during the course of my conversation with him, he made something very remarkable. That people from southeast Nigeria, southern part of Nigeria, you can't come to India unless you've paid your acceptance fee, paid your complete school fees before you can exceed to embassy to get your visa before coming up to here. But people in the north, you can just pay $500 and come over. I asked why. The same country, the same citizens, or is there anything different from south and north or whatever? Do you do that in your country? I was bold enough to. How? This is in politics. It's the concept of inequality in the same country. How can you be doing that? The man practically told me that it is not his fault. That is an instruction from ambassador. I said, what? He said that is the instruction. That is the order they got from the embassy. I left that place with tears, because most times when they are saying those things, I'm speaking it in English so that everybody will hear me. If possible, if anybody have the right or the contact to extend this voice note to the ambassador or to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, to whomever they can do it, I'm not interested. I don't send. I want them to hear it and hear me clear. That the inequality which we have been suffering, long suffering from Nigeria, have now come over here in India. That some people have more rights, some people are becoming more Nigerian than others. But some can pay their school fees, pay their acceptance fee before they can exceed their move to the embassy. Why the northern people of Nigeria or the northern part of Nigeria can just pay the acceptance fee and come and have the right to come over to study? This is crazy. This is quite crazy. So I just decided to make this known to people so that we can at least see the direction of another phase of inequality that has been taking place. Who knows other countries, their modus operandi, and how they operate there. So I solicit to our so-called ASCA executives. This is what they need to tackle, and tackle at once. I greet everybody. I remain my humble self. I say it before and I'm repeating it again. And Collins Ogeshufu. My system ID in Shada University is 2021 821168 MSc Political Science. And I stand to defend whatever I said, because the information I am giving to you is a first-class information. It's not about this person told me and I'm saying it. I got that myself. I sat with the head of International Division and he told me this practically, face-to-face, eyeball to eyeball. He made it known to me. If you're from the northern part of Nigeria, you can just come over to the country with just paying acceptance fee. But if you are from southern part of Nigeria, you must pay your acceptance fee, pay your school fees complete before you be admitted. The reason is what he didn't tell me. What he told me is that the reason is they are working under the instruction from the embassy. I greet everybody.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra Hausa Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu. from Olu province of Biafra land, and today is the 20th day of May 2023. Tata Bobo Cheke. We are here live and direct. Our leader is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Our lines are now open. I played a clip of a voice note on WhatsApp from these Igbo Nigerians. There are more Nigerians there are people that are more Nigerians than others. You never know anything. When they disenfranchise, when they talk to Igbos in 2019, Igbos in Lagos, Oba of Lagos gathered them and threatened to throw them into the lagoon if they didn't vote for their choice, for his choice candidate. No, he didn't. He didn't concern him because he was busy reading MSc, masters as a Nigerian. When you think Nigeria, that is his personal experience, as I used to say. I mean, his personal experience. Talk to him about Biafra. Say no. But he's lamenting that there are people that are more Nigerians than others. Now, we are being discriminated upon because he now had it. Do you see why I say there will be nothing like you if not us? Do you understand me? That is it. So now he will be telling you, no, according to his personal experience in Nigeria, he's on scholarship under Nigeria setting. Maybe because he's a brother to a senator or a son, or a brother or connection to a governor. So now his personal encounter and his personal experience with Nigeria made him to be studying abroad under Nigeria scholarship. So what are you talking? But now he's crying. Others he never touch others, so they will not until he touches them direct. This is why you see these people, anytime you are talking to somebody, say, no, my personal encounter with Jesus, with God, is why. Tell that person you're a buffoon, you don't know nothing. Because your personal encounter doesn't mean nothing. What counts is our collective encounter. Where is Christianity leading us? In our village, the church there is more than 200 different churches. But what is happening? You're judged everywhere. But meet any of them, say, no, I have my personal encounter with God. Where does it lead you? Maybe you do one business, good, or and it's like you are living well. Now your personal encounter is what makes you. Our people are foolish. We will remove our people from this stupor, from this stupidity. I'm telling you. Our lines are now open. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. I have a caller already. Let me see whether he's still there. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Welcome to the program.
I hear you, Mazi.
There, welcome to the program.
There, good afternoon. My name is Excellency. I'm calling from Houston, Texas. I want to. Can you hear me?
Is hearing you, not only me, please. Go on.
Yes. First of all, I want to greet the business of Biafra, the activity, for every good work everybody is doing. May God bless each one of everybody. So I want to say something on the topic here. Tweet. But first of all, before I say that, I want to greet our able leader, the Madike, one of the Biafra land. May Chukokaba and his son guide him and protect him, and they give him more strength and more wisdom. And they I want to say this to our people. Ndị Igbo. We have to come together and get this Biafra. This Biafra is not for Mazi Nnamdi, whether it is for his family, whether it is only for the members of the Director of State. It's for everybody. And we have to stop the envy. It cannot be like Mazi Nnamdi. Mazi Nnamdi is Mazi Nnamdi. It's not true. It's only one Mazi Nnamdi. Nobody can be like him again. It's God sent to us to liberate us and to give us the freedom that we have been looking for. So, like, let's go back to what you're saying about what is going on. Like this country we are, I was discussing with my wife. These people don't obey. What they obey is the law. The law. Anybody that can know what I'm saying. Even they don't go to church. Some of them don't go to church. The people that go to church here is the elder people, not the youth or the young men. They don't go to church, but they uphold their law like any other thing that you can imagine, because they know that the law is the law. If you go against the law, you
suffer the consequence. Not when you die, yes, you go to hell. No. You suffer the consequence. Direct.
No. Yes, Mazi. You suffer it and you pay for it. So our people have to live. I'm not going to go into people faith, but we have to come back for what is good and what is right, to know what is good. This church of 18 have put our people into a place that I cannot even imagine. I only Chukwu can bring them back and what you guys are doing. I can beat my chest that you guys are doing a good job. From the radio presenter that I will not mention their names one by one, to the media warrior, like Biafran child, like I cannot mention all of them, but they are doing a great job. So I say you guys continue doing what you guys are doing. And then what I have to say again is that the things that's happening, like the killing and all the rest of them, like what a Biafran child posted this afternoon against this Butus or whoever that's killing all these people and taking these ladies to the bondage and raping them. You know, the governor, the Igwes, all of them, they know about this. They are not saying anything about this because they are evil people. You know, I don't see the reason why this kind of thing will be happening in the land where that they have a governor, they have Igwes, they have village heads, they have elders, and the people will continue doing this evil every day and still scot-free because all of them are evil people. So, Mazi Chinedu, I have to say that what you are saying is reality. The advice country obey is the law of the land. Yes, they know that they have the supreme God, but the law of the land governs every other thing. If you go contrary to that, you get yourself in trouble. The voice note you played, what the young man saying is 100% true. I have had such experience here I was looking for my profession. I was looking for a job here, and I first applied for a job. And guess what? This job affected with so-called Jagaban people that are making the oil in our land. They refused me that job. I don't want to call that name because they know that it's me. I don't want to escalate it. They refused me after.
Mazi, go on. Mazi, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here. That is the end of that opportunity. So what the young man is saying is 100% true. That is what is going on in every sectors that you may have opportunity to uh, uh, have anything to do with. So, like I said, our people have to come together. Let us pursue what is right and it's what is good for our people. I say this freedom. This freedom is not for Nnamdi Kanu. Like I said, it's not for his family, it's for everybody. And nobody can be like a Nnamdi Kanu. Let me say it again.
Of course.
Being a billionaire, being a Tanzania, it cannot be like Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu don't have, it doesn't have part two. It's only Nnamdi Kanu. So that is that. Our people have to leave enviness and the bad belly and come together. Let us liberate our people. If eventually, yes, we didn't have this, our children is going to suffer more than what we are going through. So I plead for everybody. Whatever you can do, come together so that we can get Biafra. Biafra is not for Nnamdi Kanu, whether it's for his family. So that is the only thing I have to say. Mazi, thank you for taking my call. I have been trying to get reach out to you since long time. I spoke to you last time. So luckily today I get you. So, thank you, and you continue your good work. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We must continue preaching the gospel. You know, the guy, it touched him directly. He had it from the instruction from an Indian man. So it touched him directly. That's why he believed. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been shouting it right from time. IPOB, Radio Biafra has been saying this, that Nigeria, we are 4 to 50 class citizen. Now we are relegated to 7th class citizen. No, he have his own personal encounter with Nigerian politician, with Nigeria, so it's good for him. Until that encounter have a slight check. Now we understand. Ndibo, if something doesn't happen to you personally, he will not believe, he will not follow it. Nah, propaganda until it happened to him, until it touches him. That's why many of our people do not live in order to learn from the experience. The experience takes them. That's very sad. I am now joined by Mazi Ezekulie. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Mazi Ezekulie, our veteran. Ndewo, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mazi. Good evening.
No, Mazi. Ndewo.
Hello, Mazi. Mazi, I can tell you in this Radio Biafra, I have heard a lot. You see, there is nothing that has not been said in this radio from the day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started broadcasting here, and then the people that took over after his extraordinary rendition to Nigeria, they have said almost everything except those who are hardened in the heart that doesn't want to listen to this radio and be able to understand what is happening in Biafra land and what is happening to Ndibo and what is happening to ordinary Nigerians, the so-called Nigerians. So much is happening. Mazi, I'm very saddened each time I listen to the news of what is happening in Nigeria and what is happening. that Nigeria government will go and kill just to make a point. You go and kill to make a point. You go and kill to blackmail. You go and kill a life you cannot give, a life you cannot make. You go and organize people and kill them just to blackmail a people that are fighting for their self-determination, for their independence as a people, as a human being. You just go and kill so many people just to blackmail them. I can't understand. Mazi, I'm very, very saddened. Look at what is happening in Jos. It did not start today. They have been killing these Jos people, taking over their lands, and everybody is keeping quiet. Politicians want to become Senate president, vice president, and the commissioner, and the minister. That is all that is in their interest of, not for the life of their own people. It's very unfortunate. I don't want to waste too much of your time because I don't know. I wish Ndi Igbo will understand what is about to happen to us and what has been happening to us. So much has happened to Ndi Igbo, and more is about to happen. Now we have lost everything. We have followed sheepishly to a man, a con man, and he had led us to Golgotha once again. I've been shouting. Long time when that man came in, when he went to number 10 down his seat and took picture there, I said, this man is about to lead Ndi Igbo to Golgotha. May he alone end up in this Golgotha. And now he has finally succeeded in taking us to Golgotha. He has finally succeeded. We are now relegated to the background. We are now shouting even for the Senate, even deputy Senate president. Nobody is listening to us. Or you concentrate and look for your own independence. They said no. What are you looking into Nigeria? You can't get anything there. You are hated from time immemorial. You don't want to be yourself. And you don't want to be others. You don't even want to integrate yourself to play the right politics. This man has deceived our people. And now he is now making mouth, trying to console people that he will still become president. If not today, it will be tomorrow. How are you going to become president in a country that does not belong to you? Mazi, I don't want to waste too much of your time. I thank you this evening because your message, each time you say something here, each time you're broadcasting, it always gets inside my brain because you say the truth and nothing but the truth. One thing is that this religion of a thing these people brought to us is a complete slavery, mind slavery, spiritual slavery, which we must do everything humanly possible. If it is the only achievement we can have in this struggle to make our people renounce everything religion of the Western country. If we can achieve that, that will be okay for us because that is where they hold us and they do hold us down, held us down and completely dividing us. Making us look stupid. So Mazi, I thank you this evening. I've listened from A to Z, and then I ask God Almighty to give you more wisdom. And I wish our people will be able to be listening to this particular evening program. Very, very important because you are hitting this particular topic where the legal hole, the center of gravity, that is your program, center of gravity, like that Yoruba man used to say. He said it is center of gravity. The center of gravity of our problem is religion. Once we can liberate ourselves from religion, we have liberated ourselves from every other thing that is holding us down. Thank you, Mazi. Abundant blessing.
And more grace to you too. We must continue. Caller on, let me see, direct line. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program.
aka ịbụ n'ihi na mgbe ọbụla ị na-agwa ya okwu anyị na-anụ ihe ị na-ekwu. Maazị as it is today, may Chukwu Okabịama bless you and bless all those that believe on the truth, because Biafra is the truth. And onye ọbụla na-achọ eziokwu bụ onye na-achọ nwere onwe. Nwere onwe bụ ihe dị onye ọbụla ezigbo mkpa. Ka o si wee du taa, Chukwu Okabịama mana ihe anyị na-ekwu bụ eziokwu. Ihe na-ayọkwanụ Chukwu Okebe enye anyị bụ onye dịka Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Ọ bụrụ na onye dịka Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nwere anwa bịa na pịa na North ma na West, a ga-recognize ya. But ndị Igbo amaghị ihe. Ndị Igbo dịkwa ndị Igbo azọpụtado ndị Igbo. Ọ bụ ihe m na-ekwu maka ya. Aba m bụ Maazị Ndụbụeze. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Ndewo Maazị. Lee na otu ha chiri ọkwa ịhụrụ Sunday Igbo ho. Ọkwa ịhụrụ otu ha chiri ha gba mbọ papa wepụta ya from Benin. Okpuga ya nọrọ na America, relax, oh. They are waiting. Neche, ima ihe ha mere. Do you know what they did? And the Igbo are wise politically. Do you know what they did? They keep him waiting if their man Tinubu didn't succeed, or if there is anything now, you see him, they'll bring him down. Obidokwe. You understand? Man, Ndị Igbo were their collateral, read their collateral. And today, nothing. And where's he here? Where Igbo politicians are nothing. The Fulani, they call them, say they are businessmen looking for who to, where to scavenge. Igbo politicians. They don't regard them. People, had it been that, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, Ndị Igbo na ndị aghọtakwana ihe anyị na-eme. Na ndị aghọta na ndị Igbo normally eji anya agbu isusu, ewere anya agbu isusu. Ha aghọta. These politicians should be coming secretly say, with us they will become respected. But they are the people that so those go and kill them. They deceive them. Why should we call deceiving? Are they babies they should deceive? It is them that deceive themselves. Because they are selfish. Go and you want to borrow money from Nigerian bank. They say, go and you get collateral. Yes, a house. Okay, go and sell that house. Once you sell it, now you come, I will give you, the bank will tell you, go and sell your house. Once you sell that collateral, come, I will give you, money. And the person will foolishly do that. Is he not a moron? Oh, stop with this Biafra agitation. Bring down Mazi Nnamdi Kanu IPOB. Scatter it. You be for Igbo presidency 2023. You people want to be Igbo president? Go and kill them, scatter them. Show us that you are Nigerians. Now, when you finish, you come, we give you presidency. Today, they are even cook, presidential cook. If you tell them, say, okay, Igbo man will be chief presidential cook, hey, they will use it as a, something very huge. Very foolish set of people. Now they are begging. This one say, I surrender. I stop. I surrender for. Speaker, Senate presidency or Senate speaker is Akpabio now. Okay, I remove myself for him. Imagine that Akpabio is a core Igbo man from a Boni or from Anambra like him. He will fight. Make sure. Do you know who? I don't know. Instead of him, he said, "Let us scatter." Ndia Brono. Think bringing renditioning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, sponsoring killing IPOB will make you have Igbo presidency. The Fulani they see you as the most stupid set of people on earth. The politicians. As Mazi Ezekulie said, these are not politicians. They are just businessmen. Nothing more. They are. I have callers waiting. I have a caller that has been here. Caller on signal. Caller on WhatsApp, please hold on. I'll come to you. Caller on signal, please go on. 16 minutes. Caller on. There we go.
Good evening, Mazi Jonathan.
Mazi.
Man, I'm moving funny. I'm calling for my location. Mazi is calling for his location.
There we go.
Mazi, thank you for your topic this night. I want to ensure to tell my people that if you are not listening to Radio Biafra this night, you are missing a lot. You are missing a lot of things. Mazi Jonathan, first of all, I thank our leader, Mazi Nnamdi, who established this, what am I going to call Radio Biafra? All university in the world, which I'm one of the students of Radio Biafra. I thank our HODs. May God bless all of you people. I want to tell my people that IPOB is here to save you people. And whatever also you get with Mary Moiga, this is not IPOB. And our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kukalu, is the Jesus Christ that I know, which I'm witnessing that is the Jesus Christ, which I know in this my present time. I don't have any other Jesus Christ. Not the one that the white people concocted and bring to us. You see that our brother that is crying on the voice notes. Where was that our brother when one of our people will take WAEC? People from the north will be having little mark. Why our people will be having higher mark before you enter unity?
No, you don't see it as anything.
Zoo country.
No, Mazi, he didn't see it as anything. No, he didn't see it as anything.
Him that time?
He have his personal experience.
Don't mind him. Don't mind him because now he now be affecting him. His own personal ambition has been affected. That's why he's not crying out. Where is that man? That man is who did us this? That man is a fool by crying on social media. Why he did not notice this in earlier that our people have been already marginalized and intimidated from all angles. Mazi, if you come to our land now, a bottle of beer now is almost 500 now. In a local restaurant, just in local beer parlor. Our people do not know what is about to come. That jihad is there now. They are now imposing that jihad in all our food. All those things that make us happy, they are now imposing that they are jihad. Mazi, as I'm talking to you now, go and buy Heineken in a local restaurant in this Biafra land. You pay 700 naira. And the time shall come, if you want to buy a bottle of Heineken, you pay 2,000 naira. By then, Anye Funu. IPOB is the way, only the way that can save Igbo people. Let's join IPOB and support them, support the US, support our leader to liberate ourselves. Otherwise, that crying is a foul crying. It's just crying for nothing. Both your PhD, both your masters, all those things is rubbish in the zoo because you are not going to get anything. Mazi, in short, may God bless you. Let me stop here. Because if you allow me to speak, to start talking to our people, Mazi, I will use a language that they can never forget in their life. Who did us this? Mazi, may God bless you. Let me drop from here. May God bless you, Mazi.
And you
Thank you. We are going home, whether they like it or not. In fact, Mazi, let me drop here. Let me drop here.
This is the journey home. This is a very tedious journey. Both mentally. Caller on WhatsApp. And you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. You have been here for 15 minutes. Caller on WhatsApp. Are you there?
Yes, so Mazi Chinedu ekene ngi.
Udo de korage Mazi.
Kene ihe mere ife, kene ife na-emere ife. Asị udo Chineke dịrị gị nwanne m. Ihe adị ka echi na-echi ada agwụ agwụ. Ndị ọbụla iji ekuru mmiri anyị akọ na ya. O nwere obere ihe okwu chọrọ ikwu n'abalị a. Concerning ihe nwanne anyị nwoke kwuru, the voice note ifende. Ifere na-aga agaghị kwuru bụ ihe na-eme mere obodo a bụ India. Ọ na-eme even na street anyị nọ na kịta abụ na onweghị ịkpọ India. Ọ bụrụ nwere onye ịma nọ na India na ịkpọ India kịta na New Delhi India, ife na-eme ebe a kịta na onwezi ndị be anyị na-apụta iro dị ụtọ gịnị. Ndị ahụ na-akpọ aska, ndị ahụ na-asị aska ha chekie ofụma ka ha mara ihe ha nwere ike ire. All ndị aska connived with the ambassador of India were
Mazi, I don't know why you are this in. People are calling the line, honestly. But go on, please. Your line is digital. Go on.
So if an MI see India, so our people cost around them about ask her on apart from corrupt trouble that the street in India. I told me
Mazi, why is your are you on movement? Mazi on a movement. Can you manage butter line again? Na court, na apata na court. Why?
I'm not on a movement. I'm on a demo. She's going to ban. After 2.
I know. Just please keep all the phone steady. Please, it seems okay. You are shaking it. Yeah, neku.
So if you name Obodabu India, if you name Obodabu India now, the very also this complaint one night working in I see as Biafrans. I ọ bụrụ na onye ịma nọ na dịrị akpọ ọịkpọ awa national coordinator ka ọ kọwara ụlọ okuma afọ anyị na-ata n'obodo a na eji anyị akpa ego n'obodo ya awa people ịghọtago a na-achụ anyị n'obodo a
Mazi, thank you very much. Honestly, your call, I would have loved to catch the gist, but I don't know what is happening. I think it's from your side. Caller on signal, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on signal.
Yes. Mazi, Jonathan.
There we go, Mazi. Go on.
There we live and see Biafra. Guide and protect our leader. Mazi Nnamdi Ukukalo, Hamadike 1, our savior. Without you, our identity will have gone. But I thank Chukwu Kabiama for sending you to us. Biafrans, who is speaking is Emeka, Chukwu Emeka Amo-Oke. I am from Onsuka, Ebagwaka, in Enugu, Biafra land. Master Jonathan, I want to ask you this small question and you will answer me. What is the meaning of Chukwu Emeka Amo-Oke?
Amo-Oke now. Chukwu Emeka.
Amo-Oke. That is what I want Nigeria to know. That I know my boundary. My boundary is Biafra, and I know where my boundary started. Because that is the name I'm answering. Chukwu Emeka Amo-Oke. We are not Nigeria. We are Biafra. Because white man come to Africa and gather us and call us one Nigeria. There is nothing like one Nigeria. Biafrans, without Biafra, we are finished. Nothing like Nigeria. Nothing like British in our land. We are Biafra. And I will continue to be a Biafra. Mazi Loze.
There were Mazi. I don't know. Thank you very much. Calls are coming always on direct line, but once, okay, let me see. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Caller on direct line. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Please go on. Caller on direct line. Continue. Go on, please. Go on.
And keep.
No, the line just cuts. I don't know. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Go on, please, as we are gradually winding down towards the end of the program. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Go on, please. Caller on WhatsApp. Please go on. Caller on WhatsApp. Go on.
Are you hearing me?
The whole world is hearing you now. Go on.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, my beloved brother Mazi Jonathan Chinedu. I greet my fellow Biafrans all over the world, especially those who know the importance of freedom, those who stand shoulder to shoulder with our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, despite on his absence. You are the people that love our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are the people that love Biafra freedom. Those who stand on the structure that our leader created, which is our DOS. I remain Mazi Mili Malugo. I'm calling from United Arab Emirates. Mazi Jonathan Chinedu and my fellow good people of Biafra. Nigeria is a disgrace to the entire world. The zoo called Nigeria, the animal kingdom, the Fulani terrorist Nigeria government is a disgrace to humanity. Nigeria is a disgrace to the eyes of the world. Nigeria proved that they are fools. They are animals. They want to blackmail innocent IPOB that are fighting for their freedom. Who want no IPOB are genuine? Call Nigeria. Do you think that Western world think like an animal? You think that America is thinking like an animal? America are very intelligent. Understand? They don't judge with emotion because 80% of Black Africa judge with emotion. But Western world investigate and they to know the truth. And America have know the truth that you murder innocent people to blackmail innocent IPOB. You have wasted a lot of money. You have wasted a lot of life in order to blackmail innocent IPOB. But all come into vanity. As I'm always tell you, Nigeria, IPOB is the end of Nigeria, whether you like it or not. IPOB have come to stay. IPOB have come to restore our beloved nation Biafra so that our citizen will live like a human being. And let me tell you, my fellow Biafrans,
Europeans use Christianity to slave us. Christianity is the worst weapon that Europeans use to slave us. Look at our land today. Everywhere church, billions of churches, no single factory. And I'm urging our people, stop selling land. Stop selling land to these people that slave us and put us in this mess. It's quite time that you turn those churches to hospital or into factory. I have never seen on earth where you will demolish a factory, turn it into church, and they start there to praying to job opportunity. I have never seen. Only in the black people life I have seen this. Black people will be praying to a transformer that spoil, praying for Jesus to come and repair transformer to them. Black people will praying for the place that is burning, praying for Jesus to come and quench the light for them. But those who bring Christianity for you, if any place is burning, they will call fire service to come and quench the fire. Christianity is a big problem to we Africa, and we must end it. Stop sending your money to Rome. Stop sending your money to England in the name of Anglican Church. Stop sending your money to criminal Yoruba pastors for them to tell you that your own wealth is in heaven, your own reward is in heaven. But they are acquiring many wealth on earth here, buying private jet, building a schools, building a country, building a lot of factories. But they will tell you people that your own reward is in heaven. Are you not a fool? It's quite time that you open your eyes. Our Mazi, Jonathan Cherry have read Daniel chapter 11 verse 32. Those who know their God will do explode. Europeans know their God. They are waxing strong today. Asia know their God. They are waxing strong today. Islam know their God. They are waxing strong today. Black Africa, where is your own God? You are worshiping a foreign God. That is why you are suffering. That is why you are backward in everything. That is why you are a slave to them. It's quite time that eyes of everybody open. Mazi, Jonathan Chinedu, continue your good work. One day, we will sleep from that zoo called Nigeria and wake up from Biafra. Biafra or nothing. Thank you very much, my dear brother. I love you so much.
There, Mazi. We must continue. And do not forget our brother called from an emirate. But compare it with the emirate in Nigeria. Emirate. Emirs, from emirs you go emirs, they control emirates. Emirs, they fool in the north. Go there, they stone Deborah. Why? Because they say he talk blasphemy. Look at the two emirates, but you want to go to the original emirates because it's original. It's their way of life. They develop it in their unique way. Do you see it? That is what we should do. Not all these things they call democracy. Oh, you do voting, election. Whereas in the reality, it's nothing. It's just abracadabra. The more you look, the less you see. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Welcome to the program.
Mazi, Professor Jonas, good evening, sir.
There, Mazi, welcome to the program.
Yes, and I want to give thanks to Chukwu Okike Abiama for giving me this opportunity to speak on this wonderful platform. I'm the guy that do talk about intelligence. Please, your submission this night was an awesome one. So, and I want to state maybe three things. I just pray the little time I have may permit me. The first of them is I want to give a testimony. That period when this religious, let me use the word, this religious buhaha started, it's prompted me into a lot of thinking and a lot of studies and a lot of research and at the time self, I became confused. I stopped praying and many things. So there was something that happened one day. Let me just share. This one is a testimony. I woke up one morning, I wanted to go for my business. So I said, okay, I will not want to disclose the full details of my business here, but there's a point I want to raise there. For people that do say my personal, how they call it, Jesus of me, I'll be, Jesus
My
bless me,
personal
personal,
encounter. Somebody was
something.
telling me
So I want to
privately,
share.
until you have your personal encounter, like me. I
So
said,
I want to
hey.
share. I want to share. So because of that, I want to share. And heaven and earth, including my conscience, bear me witness that what I'm telling you now is the simple truth that happened to me in this reality earth, not in a dream or fantasy world. Reality. I woke up one morning. So I wanted to go for my business. So I said, no, I need to pray because it's a custom or a tradition I grew up with. So I said, okay, but since this Jesus and all these things, which I've researched and seen that it is truth and all that, I knelt down. As usual, I faced the east, the rising sun in the morning. So I started praying. I called on Chukwu Okike Abiyama to bless my day, this and that, and prayed. After all my prayer, I concluded my prayer with two words, with two names. The first one was I concluded my prayer. I said in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach. Then after that, and I said, I said, and also through the blood of our ancestor that was cut short to give me freedom. I started mentioning the ones I could remember, including my own dad and my mom that have died in Koson. I just keep mentioning, I just prayed that prayer like that. Then after I finished praying that prayer, I wanted to go out. Something in me just say, no, I should on the TV and just sit down and just watch television more. So before you know it, my phone rang. I picked the call. So somebody called me that somebody connected him to me that I'm into so business. I said yes. He said, okay, there is a contract he wants to give me to execute a project. I said, okay, what is it? He told me. He now asked me, so can I within 10 minutes give a estimate and get back to him? I said yes. He should cut and coming back. Then I did a rough estimate and I overestimated it because it was a quick one. The person said, okay, we'll call me back. Do you know that the amount, let me use the example that I discussed with the person that he's going to give me 50,000. Do you know the person called me back? What I'm telling you is the reality, and told me that he's going to give me 600,000 or 700,000. I don't want to call the fixed prices. I don't want to go ahead. So I was like surprised, but I told you 50,000. He said yes. That was what you told me. But see, I'm going to pay you 600,000. So how much are you going to pay me? You know Nigerian method now. I settled with him. He said okay, and they gave me the contract. I was like, that was a dream. It was like since I came to this life, I don't want to call the exact price. If I call the exact price, you may be shocked. It has never happened to me in my life. So I started thinking, is it because of the prayer? So if you want to call that coincidence, that is an unusual coincidence. If you want to call it a miracle, I will accept it as a miracle. So, but if what bring this thing into light is maybe I may come now, or people like me may start coming and say, look at my own personal encounter. Another person will say he called on Muhammad. He had his own personal. You see, we must come to a times where all of us have to come together and do what developed world do. Have our own unique system. So if even though you want to practice your own Christianity or Menala, when you go to your room, go to your bedroom, go to your family, you can practice your Christianity there, practice your Judaism, practice your Islam. But when you come out in the nation, in what, then you must follow the one that is built and accepted by everybody.
The Lord of the land has,
Yeah.
he has power over, if he supersedes
Yes,
over your
because
personal belief and your general belief. That's it.
Thank you, sir. Because when you say you want to be doing individual, I want to bring that your individualistic into us as a people, there will be problem because me, I will bring my own. Another person will bring his own. But when I go to my room, I like, as I told you my testimony, another person may say he called on Olumba and miracle happened. Another person may. So, but when we come together, like as Almighty has made it, that we have something binding on Chukwu Okike Abiam, we have the law of the land. When we build all those things, we come up with our own constitution. Whatever you are practicing, you must obey that. And there is something I want to tell you. Every first Sunday, I want you to make this observation with the Redeemed Christian Church of God. You know, normally in Christianity, when they say men remove their cap, right? While women cover their hair when they are in church praying or doing whatever. But I can give you this little this thing for you to go and make your research. Every first Sunday of the month on your TV to Dove TV, you will discover that all the whole pastors, not pastors, all the whole spiritual traditional rulers that will be coming for that program in Redeemed Church, none of them will remove their cap. It doesn't mean why I brought this thing for you to see how people are beginning to indigenalize Christianity to suit their custom and tradition. Like one thing I asked one day on Facebook, have you seen anybody, any Yoruba pastor telling their members that their ancestors are the cause of their problem? Have you ever? It's only in our land you see such arrant nonsense. You understand? So, and there was something we were talking about, like when you quoted this Achine Achebe in his book, where he was talking about the corruption, how corruption came into our land and all that. The Igbos, we need to come to realize something because this thing has affected. There was something I was telling somebody one day that Igbo man now does not know the purpose for wealth. Igbo man feels that wealth is for Nganga. Eat well, take care of his family, Meweze Nganga, be misbehaving. Oh, that is why Yorubas are riding over him. That is why Fulanis are riding over every, because he doesn't know that this blessing Chukwu Okike Abiama gave him, he has a purpose. These benefits, good house, beautiful cars, all these are all benefits, but there is a purpose, and the purpose is for nation building. And anytime an Igbo man understands that and comes out from that individualist, greedy, and boastful attitude and come to understand that all this our intelligence, academic intelligence, business prowess and all that the reason why nature gave it to us is to build our nation, because we will not live in this life forever. The purpose of our existence is to make life better for the next generation of our people to come. You see, like you are talking America, that they are coming to Nigeria to do bunkering. Why are they doing? They are not doing it for themselves. They are doing it for their generation, to make life better for their generation to come, not because of their family, their children. If most of those people doing those, if you check their family, their system, the government of their land have made things good, but they know they need to sustain wealth. They need to sustain prosperity, not for them as people, but for their nations to come. Because, as you said, without we, there is no me. So, Chukwu Okike Abiama bless you as I stop here. And I pray that the person who gave us this platform, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that Almighty Father is going to give him freedom soonest as possible in the name of our Savior, Messiah, and by the blood of our ancestors that were cautious that we may have life and freedom, I pray. Thank you, sir.
There, Mazi, you are always as intelligent as you're supposed to be, honestly. There, CK. Of course, that is it. Caller on WhatsApp, you were the last caller. Mazi Chuku, can you hear me? Welcome to the program.
Good evening, Mazi Jonathan. Hello. Thank you very much. My name is Chukwu Emmanuel. I'm speaking from my location. I greet you once again this evening as Jonathan for your effort always on this journey. I greet my leader, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Each time I remember our leader, honestly, I don't know what to say. Anyway, I don't know where to start. But let me start from the
the army commander tape that was playing in Radio Biafra almost every time. If I listen to this very man each time, all the information that is on that tape about Nigeria, I have never seen a country that the terrorists are in senators, in Asarok, in ministers, in governors, and president. And that place still remains a country that people are waiting to be a country. How can 400 people was arrested as Bureau de Change? Bureau de Change is people who are taking control of exchange of Nigeria. And they are the sponsors of these terrorists. And they cannot take them and judge them and treat them if they are truly a government. And some of them was caught in Dubai. Some of them are in prison in Dubai. And all this thing is happening. The Dubai knows what is going on in Nigeria. The America knows what is going on in Nigeria. The British are the key holder of all the terrorists. They know all this thing that happened in Nigeria. And they are still deceiving the gullible ones because they look at Africa as the most stupid and foolish people under the roof of heaven. It is very, very bad. After all this information that is coming out from Radio Biafra every day, and somebody who called himself an Igbo man cannot learn from the past. That is what I was very worried every time. Why these people are like this? When are you going to learn from the past? Because what makes you a human being is what you learn from the past. That is the history. The Radio Biafra is the history of today for any Igbo man to learn, to hear, to be a human being. And still, some people are just messing themselves up every day. Look at what happened on October 12th. Ahmadu Bello. The instruction Ahmadu Bello gave on 12th October 1960. He said, this country called Nigeria, Sebi is our father estate. We must ruthlessly prevent not to change the government. We use the Middle Belt as a winning tool. The South has conquered territory. We not allow them to rule over us. And they will not allow them to control their future. If you go step by step on this information, these people have concluded almost the whole thing. Now, they are on the point that they will not allow you to control your future. That is why you have autopilot. You have all these stupid Igbo people. They are using them to make sure we don't move forward. Instead of fighting our enemy, we are fighting ourselves. Do you know that if Hausa people, during the time of Osman Dafodio, if they have somebody to lead them, like our leader, they will not fall into this type of trap they fall in the name of Fulanis. But to the Igbos who have the opportunity to listen, to break this chain of slave, they are working hard to be a slave in the name of Nigeria. I'm very happy for the way they refuse giving them any position in the Senate and all of that, because they are not in position to have any single position, because they are fools. They are stupid and stupid and stupid and foolish people. People who have no shame. How can people go along without shame? And you call yourself a human being? That is foolish people of Igbo race. I thank God for my leader, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the savior of this time. Anybody that failed to listen to this gospel of Nigeria, for Biafra, your name is sorry. You will one day live and die and hand over yourself as a slave in the name of Nigeria. Thank you very much, Master Jonathan. Chukwu Kabiama will be your strength and all others. Thank you very much, all Biafra.
Almost here, Biafra. Thank you very much. Today I'm happy you made it brief. Thank you, Mazi. He's also our elder, one of our elders, honestly. This is where I'm going to stop lock the phones, switch off the phones. We have said it and we continue saying it. That is the way it is. Our brother said something about this personal encounter, because this is every time this is what you hear. If you are debating or if you are talking with a hardcore Christian, is what he says. Oh, I pray you have a personal encounter as me. I'm a testimony. And you look and you tell him, does your personal encounter make electricity to be in your village? Is it not to make you, maybe you become richer than others? That's the only thing. That's it, nothing more. There will be nothing like you or me, one person, single, without us. I keep on saying it. Do you understand? You can have personal encounter with what you believe. That is normal. You keep it to yourself. Because you go to a Hindu, he will tell you have an encounter with Vishnu, one of their gods, because they have many gods in Hindu, and that is how it should be. They have many gods. The Bible uses he in English translation. He, El. What they call Elohim. When French, he call man il, and woman El. It's from there that all these things develop, let me tell you. But we look at it as it's something it's just language. Language is borrowed. English borrows words from Latin, from even the other time they put is it Ingribo in English dictionary. I think last year or last 2 years. Because they need to be updating the language. That is one thing Igbo people fail to do, because they don't understand the importance of we as a people. It pains me. You see people in Aba, people in Enugu, people in Owerri, interacting in English. Brothers and sisters, interacting in English language. People think that it is advancement. What we call advancement is a negative dwindling. I'm telling you. Ina people na Alaba na Igbo call Igbo land, they may interact between themselves in English language. Where are we heading to? Whereas you will go to the north, you will be forced to speak Hausa. And you think that they are stupid. First, even you see Hausa man or Hausa boy, that is you are a customer to him. He want to polish your shoe in Owerri. He tell you, you speak Turenchi, hear English, hear English. You must be forced. You are the person paying money to him, a customer. You must be forced to go, now he force you, don't know that he's bringing you down with his own tradition or way of life. You don't know. You think that you are wise. Ndị be anyị dị nzuzu, honestly. N'ala Igbo, ị wụrụkwa onye ị na-atapị Hausa, ọkpọ onye na-asụ Hausa, ọ na-emere gị translate. Ngwana, ọkwa gịnwa ga-akwụ ya ụgwọ. You don't know that is a form of conquering. He's conquering you gradually, but you don't know. And the Igbo, I don't know. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he pick us from far. Mazi Metogas and I say all the thing things that we think that is advancement, you don't know that is degrading. We are regressing. Regression it is. You know, where others are using their imposing their civilization on you, and you are happy. You are happy dancing to it. I could remember before, some people will call, Britain, why are you killing us now? You tell us to carry Bible and we carry Bible, follow you. You tell us to wear tie and we are wearing suit and tie to be like you. Why? We are like your brothers, so help us. Thank God all these things are rubbish I've thought because of enlightenment. None other time on our body move. I start thinking. So these people, I think, say this thing accolade is a credit to us. We are in tie in order to resemble our slave masters. Do you think even a language in us? Don't you know that it's conquest out of conquest? Don't you know that? Oh, you know, Hausa, for your business to go without you speaking Hausa, you cannot do business. You don't know that it is a pride to them. Whereas in our own land, even if you know here Igbo, instead, you know, people that are gullible now, people that are pliable, you can bring interpreter. Boy, because in my English, you know how to speak English. I want without change. Even no change at all. We are going marching proudly into the road to perdition. I quite happy. But our eyes are open, and that is why we are here. Open our people's eye on all these things. You don't think that it matters, but these are the rudiments, the basis of being, basis of nomenclature. These are the things that make the cells that make up the body. All these things you call mundane and small things, but they are the very big things. As someone will tell you, I don't speak English, about 3 inch. You'll be forced to be speaking to him, use a translator anyhow. And before you know, you start learning Hausa. Business. You don't know that thing is conquest. It's conquering you little by little. The same way we are conquered. English conquered us. English conquered us. They came to our land. Instead of learning our language, they started teaching us their language. And we call it education. We started learning their alphabets instead of them to learn our own. That is complete conquest, but we think that is education. Oh, Nazika saw now. Very Neanderthal primates we were. And most of us as they are. You think that speaking English is a kind of education, that is nonsense. It's just a communication, form of communication, which they impose on us. It is through conquest. All these things are through conquest. And that is why I held the British. Yes. Because to do all these things is not easy. You cannot do it as one individual. Oh, you have personal encounter. You come as a bunch. The missionaries, they work together with the military, British military. They work together with their secret service. All are together, joined together in order to conquer a people, and they will achieve it. But when it comes to us, and people say, hey, no, going back to our roots, how can I go back to our roots? Hey, dinner charger. They come out, okay, I will start living in you start looking in the way he reasons, the way the person reasons, it disgusts me, honestly. I become disgusted. How will you be talking down on your own thing? Every culture, tradition, they had their low level, their low time. They had the time they were primitive. It needs the people to also modify it, change it, or advance it. That is why today somebody called our brothers, Minimanugo. He called from Dubai, United Arab Emirates. For you, it sounds sexy, but the Emirate in the north, you see it is a hellhole. Because they can, you don't know what to, if you drink, they can cut off your neck. Because they are not original. They are just imitating what others brought. They are not original. That is why they are like that. Do you understand me? If you're original, now you continue bettering, evolving, ameliorating. As time goes on, you learn from other cultures, take something from other cultures, put inside, shed all the bad, some bad things you see at that age. As time goes, that is it, changing. The only thing that is constant is change. That is how Europe is where they are today mentally. Because without mental development, there will be no physical development. It will be impossible. How will you think about development without you? How will you develop without thinking about it? Without knowing it? Without knowing that light, electricity is good for everybody. It's a factor of production. It catapults economy. Without knowing it, you cannot think about it to do it. Or your selfishness will outweigh everything. That your sense of reason. You cannot have that sense of reasoning. So what is there is only greed. How you loot money. Primitive accumulation syndrome. So what's it? So, but when we go back to our roots, we go as a bunch. We learn from others. Now we remove the things that are not good in our own roots, in our own culture. We shed it, we limit it, we bring it down. Now we continue. That is how we move, like a bunch or in a bunch. But when you get no, hey, my personal encounter with Jesus. How can you tell me? No, I have that. Your personal selfishness. You want to use it to outweigh. Now you ask, somebody will ask you, but this your personal account, is it not what is damaging our land? In my own community, we have more than 200 churches, but nothing, no electricity. So how do you define it? Meet each and every one of them. How they are happy? My personal encounter. Your personal encounter doesn't mean nothing. It's not to our progress. It's selfishness. It's the same thing with people that are saying, oh no, we need Nigeria, because they have personal encounter with Nigeria. So how do you want them to change? Nigeria is helping them. So they are seeing only that their selfishness, that their own personality, their ego, that their, that thing that they are gaining from Nigeria as a one person, nothing more. But we are looking at the broader view of everybody. You understand? How you become disenfranchised as an Igbo person during the election. You understand? But many of all those people, they are doing well in Alaba International Market in Lagos. Their personal encounter, they are doing well. Yoruba, the Oba say, but we harbored you, we clothed you, we gave you food in Lagos. Is it true? The answer is no. But they are doing well. So with that, they will embrace and say, okay. But what counters everything is that they are being disenfranchised as a people. Once you're an Igbo man, it doesn't matter you have a two-story building, they disenfranchise. They want you to vote against your choice. That is discrimination. That is an insult to a people, not as an individual. Let us remove this individuality. Selfishness is a character that is killing us, is harming us and killing us. It's the same thing with the politicians in our land. Hope Uzodinma was imposed, to do the biddings of the caliphate, and he's doing it well because of his personal encounter with Nigeria, with the caliphate. So why will you condemn him? When we talk about the religion, you say, no, my personal encounter with God. Come on. Without us, there will be no you. That is where I'm going to stop. Biafra is our tradition. It's our way of life. It's our identity. It's our ideology. It's everything we have. Without Biafra, we are nothing. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply good evening.
Biafra, ndị ngozi obodo bụ sọmma, obodo doro nsọ. The land of the rising sun is a home of hope, of the Biafrans. The far of the eastern land is a promised land, a blessed land of the Chukwuabiama. Ebe ka unu si